You start the week on fire. You pray. You study the Bible. You even say, God, this time I'm serious. But then boom. One distraction, one fall. And it feels like you're back at zero. Sound familiar? Let me show you why you keep falling spiritually, and why nobody is talking about this hidden trap. If you're tired of the cycle, stay till the end. The repeated cycle. Christian students don't fall because they're fake. They fall because they're fighting spiritual battles with emotional weapons. You get excited after a sermon. You feel guilty after a mistake. You promise God, I'll never do this again. But then you fall again. Why? Because emotion can spark a change, but only discipline sustains it. The devil doesn't fear your feelings, he fears your consistency. The hidden trap. Spiritual independence. Here's the truth no one says. You're trying to grow without full dependence on God. You're trying to be strong on your own. You're trying to fix yourself before going back to God. That's spiritual pride in disguise. But Jesus didn't say, fix yourself, then come. He said, come to me, all who are weary. The trap is thinking you need to be perfect before you can be spiritual. That's not Bible. That's burnout. The scripture breakthrough. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself, neither can you. John 15:4. Your strength doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from abiding deeper. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're disconnected. God isn't impressed by your efforts. He's moved by your dependence. How to break free? Here's what to do. Be honest with God. Don't pretend. Don't perform. Just pray raw and real. Build a spiritual routine. Even when you don't feel it, read, pray, worship. Discipline over emotion. Stay in a godly community. Isolation is Satan's playground. Stay around fire and you won't freeze. Forgive yourself quickly. God already did. The ultimate shift. You don't have to live in spiritual guilt anymore. You don't have to keep falling into the same hole. This is your call. Stop trying to be perfect. Start staying connected. Fall in love with Jesus again. Not for hype, not for likes, but for life. Because when your faith becomes consistent, your fall becomes rare. If you're tired of starting over, let today be the last time. Not because you're stronger, but because you've surrendered. Comment below. I will stay connected. Share this with someone who's been struggling silently. Subscribe for weekly truth bombs that stir your faith and focus. This is Diligent Light, where your discipline meets destiny.